Wood root art begins where most people stop looking. Beneath the surface, under soil and stone, roots grow in silence, twisting, bending, and shaping themselves through resistance. These hidden forms carry raw power and natural design untouched by human intention. When transformed into art, wood roots reveal the unseen beauty of nature, reminding us that creativity exists long before human hands arrive. At Hope Tube, we believe wood root art is not created but discovered. Each root already holds its own rhythm, its own story carved by time, pressure, and survival. The artist's role is not to dominate the material but to listen to it, to follow its curves, to respect its scars, to understand that the most powerful designs are already there. Root wood carries a different energy than trunk wood. It is dense, unpredictable, and full of tension. It has grown fighting gravity, water, and rock. This struggle gives it character. When carved or polished, that history becomes visible. Lines twist with intention. Shapes appear almost alive. Many root sculptures feel like animals, spirits, or ancient forms, even when abstract. The process begins with observation. The artist studies the root from every angle, allowing imagination to align with natural form. Cutting too quickly destroys potential. Root art demands patience and humility. The root decides what it wants to become. The artist follows. Cleaning the root is the first act of respect. Dirt is removed slowly. Hidden textures are revealed. Natural voids and hollows appear, offering depth and shadow. These spaces are not mistakes. They are essential. They allow light to enter the sculpture, creating contrast and mystery. As shaping begins, the artist avoids forcing symmetry. Root art thrives in imbalance. Movement comes from irregularity. The most captivating pieces feel like they are growing rather than standing still. This organic flow cannot be designed artificially. It must be allowed. Tools are used carefully. Too much cutting erases identity. Too little shaping leaves confusion. The balance lies in enhancement, not control. Polishing reveals grain patterns that spiral and collide, reflecting years of underground growth. Each mark tells a story of survival. Emotion plays a quiet role in wood root art. Many artists describe a sense of connection, even reverence when working with roots. These forms once supported life above ground. They carried water, strength, and nourishment. Turning them into art feels like honoring their service. Light transforms root art dramatically. Shadows dance within curves and hollows. As the day changes, so does the sculpture. Morning light softens its presence. Evening light deepens its mystery. This constant transformation gives root art a living quality. Finishing is minimal. Heavy stains and coatings are avoided. Natural oils enhance depth without hiding texture. The goal is preservation, not disguise. The root must remain honest. Rootwood art often carries symbolic meaning. It represents foundation, resilience, and unseen strength. While branches reach outward, roots hold firm. This symbolism resonates deeply in modern life, where stability often goes unnoticed. Collectors and designers value root art because no two pieces can ever be repeated. Each root is singular. Each sculpture is unrepeatable. This rarity adds emotional and artistic value beyond decoration. In interior spaces, root art creates grounding energy. It connects modern environments to nature's raw form. It reminds us of origin and balance. Even in silence, it speaks. As the artist spends more time with a single root, a quiet transformation begins to happen, not only in the material but in perception itself. What once looked chaotic now reveals intention. Curves begin to align. Negative spaces suggest movement. The root no longer feels buried or forgotten. It feels purposeful. This shift in vision is at the heart of wood root art, where seeing becomes as important as carving. Root wood resists predictability. Unlike straight timber, roots twist in multiple directions, forcing the artist to adapt constantly. This unpredictability becomes a creative guide. Instead of planning every detail in advance, the artist responds moment by moment. This responsiveness creates authenticity. The sculpture grows naturally, shaped by decisions made in real time rather than rigid design. As shaping continues, the artist often discovers figures within the root. Some see animals emerging from curves. Others see faces, waves, or abstract forms that feel ancient. These forms are not imposed. They are revealed. This act of revelation creates a sense of discovery rather than invention, making the final piece feel timeless. The density of root wood adds weight and presence. When polished, it reflects light differently than trunk wood. The surface seems deeper, richer, almost layered. This depth draws viewers closer, encouraging touch and exploration. Root art engages not just the eyes but the senses. Emotional connection deepens during this stage. Many artists describe working with roots as grounding. The slow process quiets the mind. Repetition of motion creates rhythm. Time seems to stretch. This meditative state becomes part of the artwork itself, embedded in every curve and surface. Natural imperfections are preserved intentionally. Cracks remain open. Hollow spaces are protected. These features speak of age and endurance. Rather than hiding flaws, root art celebrates them. These imperfections give the sculpture honesty and strength. The dialogue between hardness and softness becomes clear. Some areas resist tools fiercely, while others yield gently. This contrast forces careful control and attention. It reminds the artist that nature is not uniform. Strength and vulnerability coexist. Root art often avoids sharp edges. Forms flow smoothly, echoing the way roots grow around obstacles rather than through them. This softness creates a calming presence, even when the sculpture feels powerful. It communicates resilience without aggression. As finishing approaches, sanding becomes less about smoothing and more about revealing. Each pass removes distraction while allowing texture to remain. The goal is clarity, not polish. Overworking dulls energy. Underworking hides potential. The balance is subtle and learned through experience. Natural oils awaken color without masking grain. Deep browns, warm ambers, and rich shadows emerge. These tones feel grounded and organic, connecting the sculpture to its origin. The root retains its identity, transformed but not erased. Once complete, the sculpture is placed in space and observed. Root art changes dramatically depending on its environment. Against modern architecture, it feels bold and grounding. In natural settings, it feels like continuation. This adaptability makes root art timeless. Viewers often react emotionally without understanding why. The sculpture feels familiar, even primal. It connects to something older than language. This reaction is the true success of root art. It communicates beyond explanation. At Hope Tube, we honor this silent power. Wood root art reminds us that beauty often lies beneath the surface, hidden and overlooked. By bringing roots into the light, artists reveal nature's quiet strength and enduring wisdom.